Holidays in the Garden series on my channel. Today I am actually inside and I am focusing on decorating my dining table for Thanksgiving. Here in the United States, Thanksgiving is on Thursday of this week. We are so excited about it. Now, on actual Thanksgiving, my family and I, we go to my grandmother's house. She lives a little bit out west in Marin County. We do that every year, going to her house, and we absolutely love it. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to start a Thanksgiving tradition with just my family and making sure that we have at least a casual Thanksgiving dinner here at home, at our own home, so that we can start establishing Thanksgiving traditions. Now, since this isn't the official Thanksgiving celebration that we're gonna have, I don't want to spend a lot of money on decorating my table. I can go all out on decorating. I can go to Home Goods and spend way too much money on decor and different things like that, you know, and whatever thing I've seen on Pinterest or Instagram or anywhere, and just decking it out. And I don't want to do that for something like this. Since we're going to my grandmother's, I want to keep this table decor, this table setting, pretty cheap. And there are 3 things that I'm doing to keep my budget down. So the first thing that I'm planning to do to keep my budget down is using greenery from my own backyard to decorate the table. I will show you guys, I have a whole scheme. I've done it before years and years ago at my mom's house when I was helping her decorate her table, and I loved it so much, and I kind of want to do the same decoration scheme again for this table, and that includes using natural oranges and mandarins, and then going outside and foraging in my yard for some evergreen greenery. Not, you know, I don't want to say evergreen, it's not conifer, but just leaves that stay glossy and green. And I know I have plenty of those outside. So that's cheap, that's nothing. Oranges cost a couple dollars, so that's going to be a pretty cheap decor. The second thing that I am planning to do for decorating my Thanksgiving table is borrowing things from my friends. I think we don't do this enough. At least I don't do this enough with my friends. We all have extra, you know, place settings. We all have extra vases. We all have extra silverware. We all have extra stuff that we have in our house, and we can't use it all the time. So I was talking to my friend Blair. We actually did a Friendsgiving with her a couple weeks ago. We do that every year as well. Yes, we have 3 Thanksgiving dinners, but she had the most gorgeous Thanksgiving table. I wish I had a picture of it. I don't have a picture of it, but I asked her if I could borrow the silverware that she used for that, and then also some of her candle holders. And she of course said yes, because she's not using it now. So that was a really easy way. I didn't have to worry about buying other things like that. And I got to kind of switch up my normal table settings for something that I've never used before, and I'm really excited about. And then the third thing I'm doing to keep my costs down for this Thanksgiving table setting, it's cracking me up. I just am laughing when I went to the store to purchase what I needed to purchase. So when I was in Chicago last week for the Proven Winners Creators Roundtable, I met a whole bunch of different creators from YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. And one of the women that I met there, her name is Sky from Hamilton House Designs on Instagram. She has the most amazing Instagram account. I think she is seriously going to blow up really soon. I went down a rabbit hole when I was checking out her Instagram account. And one of her reels that she did were talking about exactly what I'm talking about, not spending a ton of money on your Thanksgiving tablescape and kind of thinking outside the box. So what she was talking about was, instead of buying a tablecloth or instead of buying a runner, maybe use like a scarf that you already have for a runner, or maybe use some extra material that you have laying around the house, or maybe use a sheet set for a table runner, which it was like, light bulb, like, oh yes, that's a fantastic idea. So the scheme that I was going for, you'll see, but it's basically black, white, gold, and then the greenery and the oranges. And I of course couldn't find a runner long enough to fit my table, or even any that was kind of in this pattern, this black and white striped pattern. So I was thinking about sky, and I walked over to the bedding section and I found this twin XL sheet set from Target. It was not expensive at all. I would have spent more money on a tablecloth or a runner, and I am going to try and use this for my tablescape today. So let me show you a couple of the other things that I'm planning to decorate my tablescape with, and then we will get started. So first off, I have the silverware set from my friend Blair. You can see how beautiful this silverware is. It looked so gorgeous on her Friendsgiving table. And I don't have a lot of gold in my house, or brass, I don't know what you call this, but I absolutely loved it. And I thought it would look so pretty for this Thanksgiving tablescape. So I'm so glad she let me borrow this. Then I just got literally just oranges and mandarins. And you'll see what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna get some greenery. I think mainly honeysuckle, because that's what I have the most of, but it's gonna look gorgeous with this. These are the candle holders that Blair had. I think she got these from Target. I will try and find them and link them below. But they're so pretty. And then these candles are super interesting. These are slow burning candles from Trader Joe's. She said that they weren't expensive, and we had these lit the whole time that we were on Friendsgiving at her house, and this is only as far as they melted down. So I have to go to Trader Joe's and I have to get myself some of these candles because they seem awesome. I do have some dried Dusty Miller that I have harvested and dried, and then I also have some Helen von Stein lamb's ear in the garage that I've dried as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to use dried or if I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some fresh stuff, but we'll see. And then here is my sheet set a la Sky from Hamilton House Designs on Instagram. I will link her Instagram account down below. I'll link mine down below as well. I'm not as good on Instagram doing it, but I'm trying, I'm working on it. But yeah, so I can't wait to see how this does on my table. Let me show you guys my table over here. So just kind of simple. I like simple. Obviously I like white. Most of my house is white. This table is from Pottery Barn, I think. And I think the chairs are from Pottery Barn as well. So it's a pretty long table, and we don't even have the leaf in, but of course it's just going to be my family. I don't even need to do all 6 settings, but I'm going to do it just for fun, just to make it look pretty and all that kind of stuff. But we will only use 4 of the settings. All right, so let's get started. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks so beautiful. I love how it turned out, and I love the fact that I did this super budget. The only thing I purchased was the sheet. That's it. Sky at Hamilton House Designs would be so proud of me, I'm sure. So yeah, so basically I just went out and I got whatever greenery I could find that I had tons of. And for me, that is honeysuckle. You obviously don't have to use honeysuckle leaves. You can use whatever. I do have lemon leaves, which I think would have been better, but my plants are still so small that I don't want to sacrifice the leaves. You know, they were just too small. I just didn't have enough of that. But that I think would be perfect. If you had like a fig tree, I think that would be gorgeous as well. And then just a bag of oranges and a bag of the little cutie mandarin, or what do you call these? Clementines? What do you call these, Jason?
Mandarins.
Mandarins, he says. Okay, so mandarins. So just the different sizes I think is absolutely gorgeous. And then, you know, I happen to have these burnt orange napkins, just had them from before, but again, I think a green would be really, really gorgeous with this tablescape as well. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. All right, that is it for today's video. I am so happy with how this Thanksgiving tablescape turned out. I think it is gorgeous, and I love the fact even more that I didn't spend very much money on it. So yes, I wasn't out in the garden, but I did bring the garden indoors, and I hope that that was inspiring to all of you to remember that you have a ton of decor outside for your Thanksgiving table, and you really don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. So I hope you all will join me tomorrow for day 4 of my Holidays in the Garden series. If you live in the United States and celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.